Welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Sally Rathers, and I'm joined by Pecos Bill, famous Pecos Bill, the cowboy. Hey, guy. How's the ride been going?
Who's he?
Pecos Bill, I think he's like a Western guy.
Isn't that who
D'Onofrio?
D'Onofrio made him up.
No, he's using a real guy, but he has a whole life for Pecos Bill that is maybe not on the original.
I see. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
narrative.
Pecos Bill then.
Okay, sexy, talented actor today, Jeremy Renner.
Oh, wow. Jeremy, man, mixed messages, Jeremy Renner.
I don't know if anyone who listens to the show is old enough to have seen the movie Shampoo, but it starred Warren Beatty, and he was this handsome, charming hairstylist in Beverly Hills, and he was busy because of it.
Yeah.
Well, little did we know, Jeremy Renner has a kind of a similar background.
Basically lived that life.
Oh my God. It's the best story of an actor I think we've heard.
He was really awesome. He was so unexpected. I had an expectation because that was 2021. 2022, I don't have expectations.
And yet you didn't resent him for the unmet expectation.
No, I was thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to be like very masculine and very like kind of macho in a negative way.
That's kind of the one loophole with expectations or resentments waiting to happen. Because if you have a bad expectation about somebody or even a okay expectation and then they exceed it.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, now we like it.
Shoot, am I bringing back expectations?
Yeah, we got to get off of this. It's 2022. We're over expectations.
Anyway, he exceeds all of them and he's awesome.
Yes, and of course he was in The Hurt Locker, Arrival, The Town, The Avengers. He is Hawkeye, and he has a kick-ass new show called Mayor of Kingstown, which appropriately is set in Michigan, which is ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Please enjoy Jeremy Ding Ding Renner. We get support from Quince.
So we've been talking about Quince a lot lately, and as we head into fall, it's the perfect time to reset your wardrobe with their amazing pieces. I think it's so fun to do when the seasons turn over to just spruce up your wardrobe with a couple specials, and Quince is the place.
Totally. We're talking organic cotton, Mongolian cashmere, tailored chinos from just $60. Premium fit and quality you'd expect from a luxury brand designer. I love Quince. You know, I like it understated and subtle, and I like stuff that has high quality. And Quince checks all those boxes.
I love a lot of stuff from Quince. Honestly, they have incredible premium denim, which is very important for fall. It's pretty much all I wear in the fall is denim. And Quince has such a good selection of quality denim. Their stuff is so versatile, timeless, and built to last that you just grab every single day without thinking.
Right. And all of that for 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They go direct to ethical factories, cut out the middlemen, so you get all that quality without overpaying for it.
We love that. And they do way more than clothes. They have bedding, cookware, bath essentials, travel must-haves, same deal, and great quality.
Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/Dax. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/Dax. We get support from Apple Gift Card. Back to school is here, and for many, that means some big life transitions. Whether they are heading into a new grade or setting up a dorm for the first time, you want to give them something that actually supports their growth and success. Apple Gift Card is a versatile solution because it takes the guesswork out of gifting. It's not just about a new pair of AirPods for focus. It's about giving them the invaluable chance to choose the digital tools and subscriptions that suit their unique journey. They can use it for productivity apps on the App Store, movie nights on Apple TV, or extra iCloud storage for all those new memories. With Apple Gift Card, it's so empowering to give the students their freedom to allocate their own resources. Celebrate their new academic chapter. Visit applegiftcard.apple.com to celebrate their milestones and gift one today.
He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
When my father was dying, I was there for about 4 months. I would fly back to Detroit every week, do chemo, the whole 9 yards. And at that point, I had been supporting him for maybe 5 years. Fine, no resentment. But he became unable to pay his bills. So I got the actual physical bills, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, his insurance is $200 less than he told me. Oh, his rent's $400 less than he told me. Oh. Like he's been robbing me
Tacking
for
on the
5
surcharge.
years.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. What do they call that when you buy concert tickets? It's like a...
Oh, yeah, like from a scalper or whatever.
or just like the transaction fee.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a lot of transaction fees.
And it's not about the $200 or the extra $400 or whatever it is. It's about the deception of it, right?
Yes,
And especially deception from somebody that you love and trust.
Yeah.
Like that's a real deep burn.
Yeah.
I think for anybody.
Yeah.
And money is always a weird thing anyway, but like it's a real obvious thing when you could be like, wow, you're really trying to deceive me. And
Yeah.
it hurts my feelings. It doesn't hurt my bank account as much as like it hurts my
Breaks my
feelings.
heart. Yeah.
It can change the dynamic of how you have that person in your life emotionally.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How much you want to let them in. It's like, all right, I'm going to hold them at an arm's length and I have to keep you at a distance. Obviously, I know a lot about that as well. And it's not people, it's behavior.
Yeah.
It's all about behavior, not about the actual person.
Right.
It's more like a boundary for you.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to hold myself accountable. I'm like, I'm not going to accept that kind of behavior in my life.
Right. You came from a similar background as myself.
Yeah, I grew up in Modesto, California.
What
Like,
happens in Modesto?
a whole lot of nothing. It's a
Okay,
great
yeah.
place to grow up. There's a lot of almond orchards. I think like 90% of the almonds in America come from the Central Valley.
But your dad, he was a manager.
Yeah, my dad was a manager in a bowling center.
Yeah.
Where my parents met. My grandma worked. My grandfather worked. There's a whole like sort of family affair.
But you didn't have like a GT bike or a...
No, heck no.
Right, that's what
I
I'm
knew
getting
what those
at.
were.
Yes, exactly.
Like the mongoose and all that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't have the sweet dirt bike.
No, I never got like the green machine or the big wheel. Didn't get that.
Okay, the green machine, for people who don't know this, what a great reference. So your standard big wheel, you turn with the single wheel up front.
It's like a trike. Yeah. Plastic
but
trike.
the green machine had these levers and you fucking turn the back, rear steer.
Wow.
That
That's
was a
advanced.
pricey machine, the green machine. That's appropriately titled the green machine.
Yeah. But never had any of that kind of stuff. I wouldn't say we're poor. I mean, I always got love and a lot of presents at Christmas. And then Kmart was my tennis shoes and tracks and I wasn't getting the
Jordans.
Swiss and any of that stuff. No.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, so then I imagine you have the similar, I just fucking strangleholded money. I mean, like, oh my God, this is the last check I'm going to get. I got to
Right.
fucking nurture this little
Yeah,
pile of
yeah.
money obsessively.
Yeah. I think I did that with things more than I did with money because I worked so hard to get like this computer or this thing I could finally afford. By the way, I didn't get my first new car until I was like 42.
Yeah.
That was the
yeah,
Tesla. So when I got something that is a tangible thing that I really wanted to protect, since I was a kid in the paper route up to even now, I always invested it into something else that was going to make more money. Because ultimately, what do I really want to have, right? I didn't want a nice pair of shoes or anything. I didn't need any of that brand name stuff, right? I'm fine with t-shirts, jeans, and an outer coat, right?
Yeah.
So I always invested in real estate. And I never, ever bought anything in my life, especially as an adult, that was just for fun.
Yeah.
Until, we started talking about I saw
Razors.
razors and all that sort of stuff. That's the only thing that I bought. And I didn't do that until 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I went nuts and I had like 10 of them.
Yeah, of course.
But also it's like, I have a lot of family and friends, they'll ride on. And I said, I deserve it. I absolutely deserve this thing. So I actually went and bought something that was just for fun.
It's one thing to buy like a $400,000 Bentley that's going to be worth $80,000, but a fucking Razor.
Yeah.
You've given yourself keys to every terrain in the world. Like you can look at them out and go
Adventure.
like, I think I want to take a peek up there.
Exactly.
Do you go to the sand dunes?
Sand dunes I haven't really done 'cause I live in like a mountainous community up in Lake Tahoe. They have the sand dunes there, but that's a different sort of tire and all that. It's a different sort of riding experience.
You must come to the dunes.
Yeah, it's really
I-
fun.
You must come. I'm going in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah?
And it is beyond any driving experience I've ever had. It's the closest I've ever felt to when you have dreams of flying. But you're
Yeah.
kind of like, you're only about 5 feet off the ground. You're kind of doing the contours of the...
Yeah. That sounds like something like I would do in like snowmobiles and
Snowmobiling,
stuff.
exactly.
But it's a lot easier to do it in the dunes. Snowmobiling is very difficult.
It is.
Tricky as heck.
I love it. And it's the easiest thing to learn how to ride. You can teach someone in 5 seconds.
And the easiest thing to bury and your day is ruined. 2 hours digging out. Forget it. I'm not doing it. It's snowing right now in Tahoe. And I locked up all my snowmobiles so no one drives them.
That's the thing. Snowmobiles more than anything. It's like you're going to spend your day digging all the people you just taught how to do it. Like I took Kristen on the Continental Divide out in Wyoming, and my friend Tom, who at the time was 69. It was like the three of us out there. And I spent the whole day digging just out of the deepest
It's
shit.
the worst.
That's a sport best to invite people who know what they're doing.
100%.
You guys are kind of soulmates.
This is the first actor I've had on that I could fucking bro out about snowmobiling.
I
Let me tell you what I knew about you before I knew you.
Yep.
And by the way, we just are friends on Instagram, which I love.
Yeah.
I feel flattered by that for some reason. But at any rate, I knew maybe right around Hurt Locker time, like as I was becoming to know who you were. Of course, I was obsessed with that movie. I'm going to give you the compliment I reserved for Russell Crowe in L.A. Confidential.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was. And if you remember that movie, like really early in, he steps up and the guy's been beating his wife. And he looks at the guy and he goes, "When's the last time you danced with a man?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, they found an actor that's really been in fights. They found one. Here, this guy, I can see it immediately. This is the real guy.
Yeah.
And I was so enthusiastic. Same with Hurt Locker. I was like, well, they found, I don't know where they got this actor, but he's a real human being. But what I had known about you at that time was that, yeah, you bought houses with a friend here in LA and you renovated stuff and you flipped it. And again, I was like, not the average hobby for an actor.
Yep.
So I want to know what year you moved here and then all these bizarre things you explored before Hurt Locker.
I moved here in 93.
Okay.
I think it was like March of 93. Yeah, right down the street is where my first apartment was in 1635 Formosa.
Oh, wow.
And it was in that hood pretty much my whole time here. And I came here with a very, very strong purpose and goals. If I had 3 things I wanted to achieve, and I gave myself 11 years. I don't know why 11, but like I gave myself 11 years, and I want these 3 goals to happen, and then I'll be good. First of all, I got an agent when I got here off some crappy headshot. Didn't know what a headshot was. I'm like, just pick a picture of my head, I guess, right? Well, I only had a resume of because I did a lot of extensive theater, an ACT in San Francisco, and did a ton at the colleges up in my hometown, and but that was it, man. I think there's more special skills than there was actual credits.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of them I'm so nervous they asked me to do.
I really want to go back and look at them. But if I've never done it, I'm sure canoeing, yeah, I can do that. I've never done it, but I know I could crush it.
That's what happens is you're going through you start with the obvious ones like, I can play basketball, I'm a drummer, and blah, 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 blah. And then you start just, theorizing whether or not you
What
can do
I
it. And you're
could do.
Come down a rope. Yeah, I could fucking rappel.
No problem.
Oh, dude, my whole thing was fake. I just had nothing. I put myself in 4 plays. I put myself in a few short films that I made up the names of. I mean, the whole thing was a lie. But I was like, what are my options? Just write Dax Shepard on the back?
Getting an agent out of that, actually a pretty mid-level, nice agency out of the deal in the first week, and then was able to start grinding and learning about how to audition in film and television that was very different from stage. I was very comfortable in the stage world, so I had to really kind of transition into that. And it took me a while to get good at auditioning.
Can you tell me what you think the main difference is?
Well, I remember getting kicked out of a room because I went to go to this audition and I memorized all my stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're here for what?" And I'm like, for this the audition. Okay, what are your sides? What are sides?
Right,
It's like, you're an actor? You call yourself an actor? You know what sides are? I'm like, no, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what sides are.
Macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, broccoli, sides.
I'm like, I don't know what that is. It's like, I have it all memorized. I don't need paper to tell me, because in stage, you memorize so much, right?
Right, yeah.
But yeah, she kicked me out of the damn office. But anyway, so I had to keep learning and growing and understanding that business of that. My first job ever on camera was a lead in the National Lampoon Senior Trip movie. That was just a glorious experience.
If you're one of the leads, it's just a crash course in learning how the sausage is made, right?
Just of everything, I think, man. Why? I mean, I was pretty comfortable in what I was doing as an actor, but then how do I apply that with cameras in a different world and dealing with the excitement in a comedy and these type of things? That was very, very foreign to me. And the greatest thing, achieved all 3 goals because I wanted to be in a movie that was big enough that would play my small hometown of Modesto, and to be in a role that was, I didn't have to tell you what role it was. Like, I'm the guy in the red shirt waving in the background. So I got all 3 of those in that first job.
Yeah.
And super, super exciting. Anytime you get a job in this town, still propagate some goodness to keep going, right?
Exactly.
Through all the difficult times. It's like, at least I'm at the plate swinging, right?
For sure.
So all those things kept me going from that time on. That was 1994. And then throughout that time, there's a lot of TV roles and guest stars and things like that kind of kept continuing, that kept feeding the beast and paying the bills.
Yeah.
As I was still a makeup artist this whole time.
Right. So
Wait,
that's what?
what?
Exactly. We can't just go.
You can't
can't skip that.
well, you can't just go like, as you know, as a makeup artist. So
What?
Well, that gave me a lot of power, right? So when I moved down from Modesto, I was going back to 93 now, I was working in a mall for Christmas, in a Gottschalk's mall. I was doing a play, I can't remember what play it was, at the local MJC. I think I was just cruising through the mall, Christmas shopping or something. And somebody at the fragrance counters, there's like some sort of thing saying like you can get like $25 an hour to be a fragrance model.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
I'm like, dude, that's a lot of dough in 1990, right? Or
Yeah.
90, whatever
It's
that
like
was.
$70 an
that's a
hour
lot.
now.
I'm like, yeah. And it was only obviously a limited thing, but like, yeah, I'll do it. So I went to like, the Chesh King or the Oak Tree, got this terrible suit, right, for $99. It's like mustard and purple.
Oh my
This
gosh.
whole thing, yeah.
It's like a Joey Tribbiani situation.
He's right. And then me and my buddy Shannon, we both did this fragrancing modeling thing as much as we could on the weekends mostly, and worked our butts off doing that. And so after that was done and made some good money, also made friends within the department because we're pretty much the only guys in that sort of cosmetic
And it
department.
sounds like you're floating around a lot, so you can like duck in and say hi to
you're-
people.
Exactly. Your job is to really just go like, hey, how you doing? Try this fragrance.
Did
Whatever.
you get paid extra if people
I
bought
don't
it?
remember that part of it. I don't think I was ever a good salesman. I don't think I'm a good salesman. No, I'm not a good salesman. But I got a good smile, I guess.
Yeah,
I can bring people in somehow, some way.
Yeah.
So at the end of that gig, come January, there's an opening at the Lancome Cosmetics counter. I'm like, oh, let me go over to the gals. I already know them.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Let's talk about this. And they already love me in a way, right? But I knew nothing about cosmetics. So they sit down and I have a meeting with them. He's like, tell us about your experience in makeup. And I'm like, well, I do my own makeup. He's like, what do you mean? In theater, I have to like apply my own makeup. Now it's not street makeup. I have to do it more like clown-like. Is that the
Right. It's going to be
Because-
theatrical.
Exactly.
You got to be able to see it from the 28th row.
But I sat with them and I said, look, and the two gals were there, Kari and
Oh, wow.
that was the boss. And anyway, I sit down with them like, well, ladies, why do you have this makeup on? You're wearing makeup right now. Why do you put it on?
Oh, uh-huh.
And they would mention this, they might mention that. It's like, oh, for the job, or I just want to look beautiful. I'm like, who do you want to look beautiful for? Yourself? Or maybe you want to attract another man? Or it's just, wouldn't it be interesting to get a man's opinion on how a woman looks like with makeup on?
Oh, wow.
So that was my gangster psychological
yeah.
way
You
in.
really
right?
got in there.
So I got the job.
Okay.
And so there's a big part of like the skincare part of it, which I really wasn't interested in. I was interested in more in like the makeup part of it, only
Sure.
because of that statement. It's how I ended up applying makeup, because I wouldn't touch a woman's face unless she felt comfortable and realized I asked the right 4 or 5 questions first.
Right.
And it's not me trying to do anything else besides witness her and understand her.
Yeah.
How do I make this woman feel beautiful? Because beauty comes within right here in your heart.
Right.
This is only going to express that.
Uh-huh.
And that was my job as a makeup artist in my eyes.
Are you fucking
I'm
PQing out of your
I'm
mind
just
right now?
amazed. I've never.
But how many PQs? I mean, this
like
is
6 or
very
7.
sensual.
Yeah.
Well, but it is kind of like that. It was like a kind of like a
Yes.
therapy session in the sense.
They're in a very vulnerable position.
Yeah.
So they're
Exactly.
basically saying, like, I would like to look prettier,
Yeah.
which is
So vague and
Yeah.
whatever. you
and
know,
also just
however that
like
means.
sweet and endearing, like that we all want to look a little
Yeah.
prettier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're being very kind of open. So really quick, what I know is that you did really well with ladies. That's what I know about
Well, with-
you. Between the fucking fragrance
Well,
thing.
I grew up with women. Right?
Right.
I'm a badass dude because I was raised by badass women.
Right.
Right.
And you're the oldest
I'm the
of
oldest
seven?
of 7. Yeah. Yeah.
How many gals in that?
The
story?
first 2 younger than me are women. And then
Okay.
I helped birth my sister, or my mom taught me Lamaze to help birth my sister. And
Oh
then
my gosh.
my other first sister had her first child, and I was around for that. Being good with women is like understanding women. Yeah, like I taught girls how to put tampons in, right?
Yeah.
That is not, I just thought that was normal.
Right.
But apparently it's not, right?
Right.
Unless you're a gyno.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't know any better. I was just raised around women. And then more importantly, my psychological take on, because I took psychology in college, and that was a big thing I took theater and psychology.
Right.
And that understanding of empowering a woman especially is an important thing to me. And then that's how I express it through makeup. Now, I cannot sell them makeup. They bought everything I put on them. I actually undersold them. Like, no, you actually don't need that.
Right.
I just did that so it lasts all day long. You don't need the under thing on that. You can actually just
Primer.
apply it. It'll stay on. Yeah. But if you want it to stay on all day, you might want to do it. But I would recommend don't even get the lipstick. Use a lip liner and some lip gloss. Lip liner all over your lip. It'll last all day. Put a little lip gloss on the tip, and it'll last. You don't need the lipstick.
Okay, really quick.
Right? So I would do these things, right?
Hold on, pause. No, not you just do these things. We're not blowing past it.
We gotta indulge in this.
All
story.
this
Yeah,
is
'cause what I-
attention to detail, you guys.
Okay,
it's
hold
no
on.
different than building a house or parenting your child. Attention to detail. Look, if you got a bag of Legos, there's only a certain amount of ways you can put the damn thing together.
I know. And you're right. You're right on all these
It's
points. But
attention
let's
to
go
detail.
back to you at the makeup counter because did you ever see when we were younger the Patrick Dempsey's not Can't Buy Me Love, but the Pizza Guy movie?
Oh, yeah. I remember
Where
that.
he was basically a gigolo.
Yeah.
If you ordered the pizza with extra anchovies, when he got there, he would treat these wonderful ladies to like a romantic day.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And of course, they couldn't make the pizzas fast enough. So I'm just wondering, was there kind of a preposterous line to come get their makeup done by you?
This woman can do your makeup. No, I want to wait for him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want him to do it.
Well, the lines were long.
Oh, this is great.
Why? I need to make a movie about this. Is kind of like shampoo
And I did,
as well.
I did get some hotel keys slid my way.
Sure.
And those kind of things. Because, like, wedding parties would come in and that type of thing.
Oh, my gosh.
Only because they would want me to do the makeup for the wedding. Some of the moms that were single. I'm young, but I'm not that young. I'm like, I'm not quite sure if I should ever entertain this idea.
I've never heard a story like this on this show.
But I had a job, right? So I worked at that job as a makeup artist for like probably a year or so. As I was very nervous to move down from Modesto to LA.
Yeah.
I was the first in the family. Everyone was kind of like, where are you going? What's happening?
Yeah.
And I'm moving out. The only thing that really made me feel not as scared is that I did have a job when I arrived. Something I already knew how to do. Didn't know where I was doing it, just knew it was in a bunch of different department stores. So I went around to all those on the weekends, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, do these color events or blah, 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 and just do what I was doing all along. Now, that gave me so much confidence because I had a job and it pays pretty dang well.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to work the rest of the dang week, so then I can audition during the week. So it really worked out quite beautifully.
Now, being entrepreneurial as you are, was there moments where you're like, should I fucking go all in on this makeup thing? Like, I can talk to these people. I understand it really well. Should I be pursuing perhaps like a line? Or did you ever entertain
No,
that?
I did the opposite. I pushed all that away because opportunities came up for me to do makeup that was in my field, the movie
Yeah.
industry, right?
Yeah.
Opportunities came up. I'm like, no. I came down here to be an actor, and I didn't want to cross and blur the lines.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing someone's makeup and then be a scene partner.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
I was I kept it very separate. And once in a while, it did come around to where the skills were needed because the makeup artist got caught in a landslide in Malibu, and I was doing a commercial with this actor, and we was doing a Bud Light campaign, and I said, I got my kit in the car. And the producer's like, what? Renner, you got your makeup in the car? I'm like, yeah, I'm a makeup artist. I've been doing all, but don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I got
This
my
is
kit
a
in the car.
one-off.
I can do it. I was like, yeah, and I ended up doing it. I mean, I got offers to, work for Playboy, which is like, wow. I'm like, how can I turn that down? I remember this. It was these two gals. They came up to the chair, and I made them both so happy. And they skipped off into the mall, and then they came back, and I came back with this guy, and he hands me this card. He's like, I've never seen these girls smile this big and feel so good about themselves. Meet me in my office. And like, it's Playboy.
Oh.
Essentially, I'm like, oh my God, what? He's like talking about a shit ton of money, more than I've ever heard, and a couple year contract. And all I'd have to do is like retouch some blemishes on some butts, and essentially, right, with beautiful playmates. I'm like, what idiot is not going to take this job? This idiot didn't take the job.
my
But I couldn't, right? I couldn't.
It's been a
I
real
wouldn't be
rough
sitting
one.
here. I'd be some sort of dirtbag.
You'd be at the
Just
Bunny
bad
Ranch
things.
somewhere.
Yeah, I'd be at the Bunny Ranch still. Or be buried at the Bunny Ranch. It would have been a bad scenario as a young,
You're right, man.
young 20-year-old kid.
There's a lot of opportunities to get off the path, man.
Yeah, so many.
A lot of them are paved in gold.
Yeah, for sure.
All while I was broke for the 10 years I lived in LA, I cut all my friends' hair, and it was just for food and beer and shit.
Yeah.
But occasionally I still cut people's hair. I like it because it reminds me of like, oh yeah, I used to have this thing that was kind of valuable for all of us that were broke. So I'm curious, do you ever like doll someone up still?
Yeah, I mean, like right now, I'm doing it for Halloween. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
my daughter's Beetlejuice. She wants a kind of a glampy kind of Beetlejuice, not too scary. She wants more of like that. Is it Haley Quinn? Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to kind of look like that, but in the Beetlejuice costume. So I'm like, that's more glammy. So I'm doing that for her.
Can you do it for me? I have
me
some
too.
press stuff next week, so
Yeah, no problem. And more importantly, I'll teach you how to do it.
There we
More
go.
importantly, to empower you. And I'll teach you the simplest thing. It'll take you 5 minutes, and it'll just shift and frame your face. And it'll be amazing.
Oh my God.
I think for people listening, like you're so comfortable in your masculinity.
Yeah.
So many guys would be like, I'm not doing makeup. Like,
Yeah.
that's a girl.
Everyone will think I'm gay.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
What gave you that?
This question comes up a lot for me in my own head, and I can't pinpoint it for sure where it ultimately stems from. The confidence.
Yeah.
Because when my sister ended up being one of the most insecure humans and having a lot of difficulty and troubles in life, and there's a little bit of chemical imbalance and stuff in there that didn't help with that. And I just became the very confident child, and I always have been, very kind of secure. And I can attribute it to being a latchkey kid, having a lot of freedoms as a kid.
And responsibilities, though, I'll add.
Responsibilities put upon me.
Yeah, like you're
And-
probably helping with all those kids.
Yeah, of course. But then also having the freedoms, like I didn't have to come home until the streetlights came on. I didn't see my mom in the morning, and I didn't see her till the streetlights came on.
Right.
I went to school, and this is like second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, middle school, all that stuff. So I'd go to school, come back, do my homework, and then piss off.
Yeah.
And I had freedoms to go do that as long as I got home. Now, if I was getting shitty grades or if I got caught doing something bad, like break a window, then I'd have to be responsible for that, and I'd get reprimanded. And
Any
those kind of things,
scuffles
right?
in that period?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, there's missteps of like, when I wrist rocket and break a window
Sure.
or whatever. I remember I stole something. I sold a label maker. The first thing I ever stole.
What a nerdy thing to
Such
steal.
a nerdy thing to steal.
It's like stealing a calculator.
It is. But I self-policed myself. And then when I couldn't, like the label maker or one or two other events, then I got policed by my mom or my dad.
Yeah.
And I made adjustments to that. And with those things, I learned my own failures and I learned how to police my own behavior. I knew when something just felt bad.
Yeah.
And I would internalize it. And for whatever reason, I mean, I'm only spitballing an understanding
Yeah.
of why I might have the secureness of myself. I had support. I always had love, right? I always had love. And now I have a big, giant, weird-ass family. Always having love and support, no matter what I was doing. I had that gangster forever love. And that, I think, is the beginning of the foundation of confidence. Continuity is a very, very important thing for confidence.
Here's my theory on you, perhaps, or it's me. I'm so sensitive.
Same here.
But doing enough guy shit, BMX racing and then motorcycles and all this stuff, so I could be sensitive. And if you called me out, then I could also back it up. Like I did a lot of stuff to buy myself the right to be sensitive and who I wanted to be.
Right.
But it felt like I had to do a lot of other shit. So I felt allowed to do
quote
it.
masculine stuff.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
yes. Rugged shit so that
Right.
I could like openly love my best friend or whatever the things
It's just
were. that-
because your father was more absent? Or?
he was absent, so any male approval was going to be from the group.
Right.
So I was in total search of it. It was like, what-
the limitations of your environment. Then.
yeah, it's like, well, how do you be a man? You jump over that fire when you have a bonfire. Oh, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do that. Oh, you
right.
jump off this bridge. Yes, I'll do that. You'll fight this guy. Yes, I'll do like any. But then also coupled with tons of sensitivity, which I feel like when I look at you, I can feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of that sort of masculine stuff, if you will. I mean, it's hard to genderize it, but like typically masculine stuff. Like my mom was like the athlete, stud, stern, big heart, but like you don't want to mess with my mom, right?
Right,
She's like the more like a stronger energy.
Yeah.
My dad was more very involved. My dad, he's the one that was more like thoughtful and artistic and over communicative, if you will, even like emotional intelligence. He's the one who's like, hey, let's try tap dancing. And I'm like, did this, let's try this, let's try that. He just like kind of helped me push the limits of exploring.
Even acting, where I'm from, acting as a dude, you didn't want anything to do with that.
No, yeah. Nor was tap dancing.
No,
But
it's not
I still
a deal.
did it.
I was in ballet. My mom put me in ballet.
Yeah.
But that's the difference. When your mom put you in ballet, your dad said he's not doing that anymore.
He came to a recital.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the end
And
of that.
your dad,
right.
the model of masculinity, has a lot of softer qualities.
Yeah,
so that's
the
probably,
more artistic sort of side.
Yeah.
Right.
And I never had anybody stop me from anything. They always encouraged me to do all different things in life. Just try shit.
Yeah. You know what's funny is as you were coming in today, I was in my mind thinking I want to talk a ton about masculinity, but I also want to do it in a way that's not like perpetuating the thing I thought I was fighting against. But the word I want to use from now on is rugged.
Okay.
Because that can be male or female. Like, I would say you're a rugged dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I'd say. Instead of saying you're like a masculine dude, it's just like you're a rugged dude who likes to do fucking labor and shit. All right, the thing I wanted to ask is, where'd you have your daughter, Ava? What hospital?
Here at Cedars-Sinai.
Okay, so you know what's crazy? We were both there.
Really?
My daughter was born the 27th, 13th.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
the
we were there for
28th.
3 days because of a
wow.
C-section. So we most certainly were literally on that
100%.
floor.
Yeah, we were in and out. I think we were there total like 4 hours.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. At 12:12 she was born. I think we got there like at 11:30. Did all the stuff. Yeah, I think we were home like by like 4 or something in the morning.
Oh my God. My wife had like a 23-hour labor followed by an emergency C-section.
Oh man.
But we were there. I think that's so wild when I read that.
Yeah, 100%.
1 day apart. In fact, my sandrail downstairs says 327 on the side. Yours would say 328.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so I want to kind of cut to Hurt Locker because, and I could be totally wrong about this, but I would imagine it would be really hard for you to become the actor you became. It's my favorite kind of acting, which is just your ability to do nothing is mind-blowing in a very complimentary way.
Yeah,
like your stillness, your confidence, it's like so enviable. But it's not flashy.
No.
Like you got to go into all these auditions that they're not offering people the lead brooding role when you're starting. So it's not like you can
correct.
Yeah, so you got to go, you kind of got to be flashy and you got to score in these little tiny scenes and it's really fucking hard to land where you did.
Correct. Those opportunities are far and few between. Dahmer gave me the confidence to do a lead role and a very kind of cripplingly difficult role to do. And that was 2000. And then 2008, doing The Hurt Locker, I was even more than ready for those opportunities. I always was, because from Dahmer, there's a handful of like Assassination Jesse James and all these sort of like these supporting characters, and North Country with Charlize and all these great films and great experiences. But I wanted more to chew on. I wanted more responsibility. I wanted more challenges. And Hurt Locker comes around and it's like, yeah, I'm ready for that. And I mean, this is not a normal film that we're shooting in the Middle East, and there's nothing that's preparing you for those circumstances. And her being able to capture what she captured in that film was like, thank goodness, because I didn't know, we didn't see anybody during the filming of that film. It's like, we just like went out and just did stuff and like, are they filming this shit?
Right.
But Catherine, with the long lenses and all the stuff, we're capturing the details of everything that you're talking about, the stillness and all these other things that
The breathing.
were very, very important to that character. Because also this is a movie that has no story. This is a character piece. It's a character study. We were shooting there and the war was going on. And there's 3 guys doing this job. And that was the kind of hook in. It's like that people don't know about this job. It's a really interesting world with these 3 really interesting guys. Yeah. And let's just go on this journey with them, what their job is like.
Had she always wanted to go with someone that wasn't like distractingly famous?
That was very important. That was very important to the role, because there's a big bait and switch on this thing with Guy Pearce thinking he's going to be the lead of the film. It was 3 unknowns, if you will, to really run this thing afterwards.
I got to say, and it felt very calculated in a brilliant way, because Guy Pearce at that time was coming off of maybe Memento or something. And the movie starts with him. You think he's our lead.
Yeah.
And she offs that motherfucker.
Yeah.
First 5 minutes.
Two
But in
shakes.
a really visceral, gnarly way. And then here comes the other things. Like, wow, now you're already on the edge of your seat, because like
Anything's possible.
anything is possible.
They killed my lead.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Game of Thrones. There's a secret recipe where it's like,
right?
you kill my lead right away. And I'm like, well, anything in this movie could happen. I better pay attention.
And also, there was such importance for Catherine, too, to really want to have people get immersed into this world. You have baggage if you have a star that comes with like, he's in the trade saying, you got divorced and you got some marital problem. That just,
He had a DUI last month.
Yeah, exactly. It subconsciously kind of comes into the audience's brains. You come with a very clean slate. You're in it.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
We are supported by Auto Trader. All right, if you've been putting off car shopping because it sounds like a whole thing, buying your car online on AutoTrader makes it way easier, really. You can shop tons of cars online, compare prices, check financing and trade-in options, all from wherever you are. And if you want to start online and go to the dealership for a test drive, you can do that too, really. What I like is the flexibility. Start online, finish at the dealer, or the other way around. Your info stays with you, so you're not starting the process from scratch. Plus, you're working with local dealer listings, so you've got real people helping behind the scenes. And when you're ready, you can pick up your car or have it delivered. Really. Buy your car online on AutoTrader. Really. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You've heard us talk about BetterHelp for a while, but I don't know that we've ever talked about how much people love this service when they use it. BetterHelp has an average live therapy session rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client session reviews. And you can check out the reviews yourself at betterhelp.com/reviews to see how much they love BetterHelp. Knowing that kind of service feedback from real people speaks for itself. I'm a huge proponent of therapy, as we've talked about before. I've learned so many things about myself that I believe truly only an outside, objective person could help me come to. BetterHelp makes it easy to get started. Answer a few questions, get matched with a therapist based on your needs, and switch therapists at any time if it's not the right fit. See the reviews, see what stands out, and see if BetterHelp is right for you. Visit betterhelp.com/Dax. That's betterhelp.com/Dax.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, HP, for supporting this episode. Parents, you've got enough on your back to school list right now. Ink cartridges do not need to be on it. They just don't. The HP Smart Tank printer uses a refillable ink tank and comes with up to 3 years of ink included. It's the last printer you'll ever need. To learn more, search HP Smart Tank.
This episode is supported by Helix. All right, let's talk about something we both really care deeply about: sleep.
It's the most important thing. I've had my Helix mattress for years now, and I genuinely think it's one of the best investments you can make for your home. Mine still feels just like it did when I first got it.
Well, that's the thing. It's not one of those mattresses that caves in after 6 months. These things are built to last. And you know, I'm a side sleeper. I ordered a side sleeper and I get hot, so I have cooling. And I can't tell you how much more comfortable it is to be in there not sweating and tossing and turning.
Cooling is really important. I've read that you're supposed to sleep a little bit cold. So I also have cooling. And they have over 20 models, so it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. You just go take their quiz and they match you to what actually works for your body.
Plus, they've got cooling upgrades, which heading into summer, non-negotiable.
Truly.
Go to helixsleep.com/armchair for 20% off. That's helixsleep.com/armchair for 20% off. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/armchair. Okay, so now my question is, this is always my preoccupation or my fascination with people because so few people do it correctly. I did it terribly. To take that opportunity you had and now build a lasting career. This goes back to the Playboy thing.
Right,
you most
right.
certainly are offered after Hurt Locker many, many good paydays for things that are just okay.
Even before that, I was just very clear. When you have clarity of intention, you know when you go off the rails because you know where the hell you're going, and you can take actionable steps to manifest your goal. There were things that are a little bit more tempting back in the day. Might have been like the Playboy thing, or I get a call to be the 5th member in a boy band. And these kind of things happen.
Wow,
this is back in the day, but I was clear about what I
This
wanted.
is your life if you're cute. Like you went to the mall and became a salesman.
And then come
They're
down here.
begging you to be in a boy band.
Just move on. I've turned down more money than I'll ever make in my career.
Right.
I cannot be driven by money. I'm already winning because of that. I don't know if it's a great business plan, but I'm certainly not going to be swooned by a dollar amount.
Right, but can I maybe suggest the fact that you're already such a self-generator and that maybe Hurt Locker money went into you had bought a house you're going to flip, like that has to come into it as well. It's like, well, I got a side hustle that I like.
Sure.
And I'm not going to starve.
It does.
Because your other actors are going like, yeah, I got no other pokers in any other fires.
Yeah. That's how I got a lot of jobs. I had so much confidence knowing I have a very successful career if I want it in building and designing.
Right.
So I would go in like, I don't need this job. I don't have any desperation where I have a need. Maybe I want it.
Yeah.
But it's very different when
It
you need
is.
something
100%.
and you look desperate and you remove that.
I've gotten more offers since I decided I didn't want to act anymore than I ever got when I was on fire to act.
Exactly.
That can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay, so you're so great in The Town. You're so authentic in that movie. And then, of course, American Hustle, I fucking love you, and you're so good in that. Now, jumping into the Avengers world, walk me through that, because that might not be on the roadmap initially.
No, it certainly wasn't. That came around the Hurt Locker time. Iron Man had already been out. And I think they were making Iron Man 2, and they were going into Thor. And they showed me the version of the Hawkeye that they wanted to go is more like the Ultimates version, which is more like tactical Marine-looking kind of guy.
Not superpowers.
He has no superpowers anyway
Right.
in any of the comics, but he's not wearing like, sometimes he looks like Fabio, sometimes he has like, the purple things with the skirt and the thing. So I'm glad I'm like, hey, I really like that look. They want a very practical version of Hawkeye. I'm like, okay, I can relate to that. This is a guy just with a high skill set, this and this and this and this and that. I get that. This is also why I loved Iron Man so much. I felt like you made this really ridiculous idea plausible.
I agree.
I'm like, wow, I actually buy it. I'm like, I love the thing. I want to be involved. So, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
But then you're signing like a decade of your life away to do like
You're part of a
potential
30 film
Avengers.
strategy.
Exactly. I didn't know it was 30, but like you're like Avengers 1, 2, 3, and then Hawkeye 1, 2, and 3 is signing on. I'm like, wait. I remember talking to my lawyer, and I'm like, wait a minute. I could be 50 years old in tights. I don't think anybody wants to see me in tights at 50.
You're wrong.
Or ever. And here I am. But at that time, I was like, I don't know, it's just going off the rails. It's going a little off the rails. But obviously, I went ahead with it, and so blessed I did, and glad I did.
It's got to be a very interesting set to go on. What instrument do I play in this orchestra?
Right. If anything, if you ever played any sport, you kind of joining a new team. I knew Downey, I knew Scarlett before. We just didn't know Hemsworth.
From what I hear, he's a pretty great guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. But we didn't know. Like we're all kind of around the first day. We're all parading around in our costumes. So it looks like it's Halloween, right? We look like we're excited and equally feeling ridiculous.
Yes.
I feel like we all kind of knew each other somehow, some way, except didn't know this Hemsworth guy because he comes from Australia, and like, he's the tallest, he's the most good looking. Yeah. And Downey's
Brick
like,
shit house.
We got to break his knee. We got to take him out.
Yeah.
This guy's too good looking. He's too tall. He's too charming. Fuck this
None of us
guy.
stand a chance.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, we're all feeling out of our own bodies and giddy that we're dressing up in these costumes. Right?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? This is amazing, but what are we doing?
Oh my God, yeah.
Checking out each other's props. See your ball. Here's my hammer. It's really like a third graders on the playground.
Yeah.
The greatest thing that ever came from the last 11 years of the Marvel world for me, or even all of us, is the original A6 that have been along the whole journey. There's been marriages and divorces and kids being born and a lot of shifts and changes in our personal lives, as well as our acting lives that we all share together in a very specific way. And to take away of like having Hemsworth, he just got to LA actually, so I'm going to try to hit him up after this. But
Drop him off here and just don't tell him why. Just say you'll be back in 2 hours.
all of them, they're like family to me, and you can't replace that or quantify it. And we all got tattoos together just to symbolize.
Oh, I love that.
That our bond and love. It's like 5 other people speak the same language. You're gonna talk with them a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody's a celebrity in their own right.
Uh-huh.
But a Marvel celebrity, especially as the original 6, is just been a different kind of journey.
Oh yeah. And it's like being in the Beatles.
Yeah, kind of. Ours is organized. And we let people know we're going to be here, and then they come. I think people just follow them around like psychos.
That's true.
Jumping on their cars and pulling their hair. Don't pull my hair. You're probably going to go down. I'm going to take it down.
I have to imagine that whole group has some mild fascination with the fact that you're like a fireman up in Nevada.
Downey's like, what are you doing? And like, you're really doing the fire truck.
Wait, is that real?
I'm working with the fire department up in...
Doing their makeup.
Doing their makeup. No. I started buying a lot of fire trucks and a lot of just city vehicles even. But I do own like 30 fire trucks.
Oh my
And
God.
it sounds weird, I know.
But not to me.
But then when I started talking about the real purpose and the end game of it, and the reason why I even own them in the first place, like, oh, that makes sense.
Which is you live in a very flammable area.
Well, that's like number one, right? So I'm not thinking like, oh, buy a fire truck and I'll be my own fireman to put out my own fires. I got the first one and realized there's a lot of waste. And it's not because it's a bad thing. It's an emergency vehicle. It's got to be 100% of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Where like it has too many hours on it, which is not many, and I'll pick them up for like $7,000. This is a perfectly good machine. Why is it going to waste? And so that's where it started this journey for me to pick up these fire trucks that were being punted for sometimes even carbon emissions in California, which are very strict. So something in a diesel engine from 2008 and younger, they're going to punt that shit, right? So I just take fire trucks and repurpose them as fire trucks, sure, and also donate to other communities that can't afford them, especially like in Mexico. And then I'll repurpose them for mobile parties for kids. And a jumper will come out, there's a slide off the back, and his horns are going, the lights going off. There's a Slurpee machine on one side.
Oh my God.
There's a cappuccino machine on the other side for the adults. So, kids' birthday parties happen every day in perpetuity for the rest of our lives. How about having this fire truck roll up that brings the jumper
I gotta rent
and the
this
whole
fucker.
thing?
Yeah,
So I'll
right?
be doing this as a business plan that comes out. I'm doing a show about all this.
Oh, fun.
So then that's just one idea. And then I'm building a volunteer fire department at the top of this mountain where I live. And there's a community of quite a few homes there. And it is in Lake Tahoe, there's just giant fires there. Now I have all the rigs that I can just they call me when there's a fire out there up on top of the mountain, which is dope. The fire chief called me a couple weeks ago asking if I had any hoses I could donate. Right? I'm like, kind of dope.
Yes, of course.
Kind of dope. And I've worked with the fire department, and the sheriff's department, and all that community. And I love also being involved in the community in that way. And so I'm getting some of my hours done so I can get the volunteer fire department kind of put together up there. And then also the biggest job I'm going to be doing with these fire trucks is, again, using the fire trucks for what they're intended to do, but more preventative. There's this thing called Fos Check. You put it in a mixture of water in your trucks or even water trucks, and you spray it on the side of the roads or in areas where you want to protect. You cannot burn it for a year. You can throw gasoline in a match, it just will not burn.
Wow.
The reason why Paradise went up in flames was an elderly couple got a flat tire and they pulled over on the side of the road, and the rim sparked up and then lit up that whole town, right? That was sprayed. And just like you would, look, if you have Clark Pest Control, you want to get your mice and the cockroaches and all that stuff, it's just a little bit of maintenance, right? Like a haircut or whatever.
Right.
It's a little bit of maintenance you can do that's just for the one person that gets the spark on the rim on a highway where you're surrounded by a high density of not homes, but even more trees and shrubs.
Yeah.
And then there's homes within that. It's called defensible space. And that's what I'm going to defend. And I'm going to use superhero shit on this thing to defend this thing. You know what I mean? And I wish my guy had a cape. I don't.
So you're the only person that's going to come through here I could ask this. I guess when I see these endless cycles of fires, my thought is like, what is the prevention? Why aren't we owning the fact that this is costing billions of dollars and sliding a big chunk of that budget into prevention? Has that already happened? Or why aren't we acknowledging this is permanent?
Well, I think you have to understand it's impossible to do ultimate prevention. Prevention is only around where defensible space is only around where people live or businesses are.
Okay.
There's no defensible space out in the forest.
Right.
Because what are you defending? Sometimes forests need to burn.
Yeah. It's part of the whole cycle. Yeah.
Part of the cycle. But you can't prevent that, and nor can you prevent the lightning strikes that do start some of those fires. I don't know what the numbers are, percentages are of lightning strikes versus human error.
Campers
Right,
and-
campers and some arson,
Yeah.
which is malicious. Put those people down. But,
Let's
or
line
that behavior down.
Sure.
There we go.
Behavior down, right? Come on now.
Oh my God, you'll love this really quick. My sister's inside.
Yeah.
She was leaving my friend's Easter party. Comes around the corner to hang a right onto a main road. She notices the side of the hill's on fire. She sees a guy fucking lighting it. And then another motorist sees this. And my sister and this guy tackle this guy. And my sister sits on this man until the police come. How fucking baller is that?
He didn't work. He wasn't doing a controlled burn.
Well, he was doing a controlled burn, but not in the name of our city or any other organization.
On bath salts.
No, exactly. Yeah. I think he was trying Yeah, trying to burn out some theoretical enemies that were going to kill him or something.
That's, by the way, that is gangster as all hell. That's,
Yeah, she was even
I'm
in
just going to
paper
sit
air.
on you.
Wow, what a life.
Okay, so Mayor of Kingstown. Yeah, so I haven't seen it. I've only watched the trailer. But by the way, you had posted the trailer, I think, like 3 weeks ago on Instagram, and I commented because it looks fucking awesome. I mean, it really, really looks incredible.
Yeah.
Now, I got to tell you, I'm from Michigan. I don't know about Kingstown, Michigan.
Yeah, there isn't. It's a fictitious town.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go. I
yeah.
thought either one slid by me or.
No. There's a Kingston, a prison town in Ontario, just above Toronto.
Okay.
It is a fictitious town because there are many towns that are prison towns, and they became towns because they built around this prison.
Yeah.
Prisons are typically put out somewhere in society away from people, but then
Yeah.
towns grow around them because people work in the prison, people are waiting for their boyfriends to come out of the prison.
Yeah.
Like, so towns just end up building around them somehow.
They're like a military
Elmira.
base in a weird
Yeah,
way.
exactly. And this town has many, many prisons in it. And I, as the unofficial mayor, is just the guy that greases the wheels of all the inner workings of a prison town, from the leaders of gangs, prisoners themselves, the guards, everybody within the prison and outside the prison, the cops, and how to just keep everything fluid and moving. Turn your head the other way, allow the tennis ball with drugs to go over the wall, because this is going to happen. Just keep the peace.
Yeah. You're like a fixer for all that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's got like a couple different vibes. It's got like a Sopranos vibe.
Yeah, little Goodfellas.
Yeah, little Goodfellas.
And it has a lot of emotional depth too that really, it's a 10-hour film.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
episodic television. I personally would never watch this waiting for the next week. Personally, I
Right.
would wait for it to all come out so I can watch the first 5 hours and then watch the next 5 hours, because that's how it reads on paper. It burns. You just keep turning the pages on this sucker.
And the creator came from what show?
Taylor Sheridan. So he did Sicario and Hell or High Water. I did Wind River with him.
Yeah.
And then he did Yellowstone.
There we go. Yellowstone.
Yeah. So
Yeah, all of his stuff feels very, very legit.
yeah. And this is the only thing that's a departure from his typical landscape, which is more rural and horses and all that kind of stuff. This is like much more urban and prisons and that sort of thing, but still the same kind of storytelling, which is very, very romantic, poetic, and sensitive as it is visceral and violent and in your face, unapologetic. And it's human.
Yeah.
Right? You could be the most tender, loving father, but if someone's fucking with your daughter, you're gonna be the most violent, torturous man, right? All that sort of part of humanity. And that's what he does in his writing. It's beautiful. It's super honest. It always has a deeper theme. Ours is about what happens in the prisons and the atrocities that happen within them, and
in the system itself, right? The industrial complex is fucking
it's a
shady
business.
as hell.
privatized business.
Yeah, that's
Right? People are making
incentivized
money. Yeah.
to put people in prison. That's a little dicey.
A little dicey.
Yeah. A business's goal should be less prisoners, not more prisoners.
Exactly.
As you were saying, you like to self-police yourself. And to me, you seem someone who's pretty fucking self-aware.
Yeah.
I look for these markers of who I really am because I have a whole story about who I am. Half of it's I'm way worse than I really am, and half it's I'm way better than I really am. I'm not ever accurately in the middle. But one of the things I would use is like people who have worked with me like to work with me again.
Right.
So does that give you esteem to know that you did this movie so many years ago and that this person still wants to be in the rack with you making stuff?
Yeah. Like the reason why I did the show, I didn't read one word of his script. And I said yes to this series.
Yeah.
Why we appreciate each other so much, because we're no nonsense, we're pragmatic, we get it done. There's a lot of similarities that we share as artists. We're on a congruent sort of journey. And so that's why I said yes. I mean, he pitched me the idea. I'm like, it sounds dope. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
But if he said, hey, I'm going to do the phone book.
Yeah. I'm doing an Arby's commercial. We're going to do 5 of them.
Yeah, let's go do it. Yeah.
Are you easy to direct or hard to direct?
I don't know. I guess you'd have to have directors. I kind of self-direct.
Right.
Because most of the direction will come from communicating before you start shooting.
Right.
Let's get on the same page. I've done that with Catherine. I say, Catherine, or any director I work with, how do you want the audience to feel after they bought that ticket and the credits are rolling when they walk out of the theater? Do you want them sitting in that theater still? Do you want them skipping out? What's the conversation going to happen after?
This is the makeup.
Once we get on that page, now this director knows I'm on their side and their vision.
Trying to help
understanding
them.
because I'm here to help tell the story. We're still telling it for audiences.
Yeah.
Right? Get out of your own goddamn way as a director, just making it about you and your vision and it's all about me. No, it's not, dickhead.
Yeah.
Right? This is for other people
Right,
to
right.
consume.
Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
you have to at least consider. You have to be very clear about what you want as a director, of course, or anybody does about anything they do. But you still have to consider you're making a product. There's people that are going to put this in their mouths, right? You have to understand who your audience is. And
How come you haven't directed? It sounds like you're a fucking control freak.
it's not even control freak. It's like I allow everyone to be the best in everything that they do.
Not what you just described yourself on set.
Yeah.
But a man who's managing 30 fucking pumps.
Yeah.
That's a control freak.
I can't control those things. I have other people doing that. I can't be bothered. I had a firefighter go up there and winterize all
Someone
those
who
things.
wants to remodel houses. So, listen, you like things.
I like to build and output. That's
right.
what I do.
Okay.
Now, when I do those things, there's some level of control in there.
Right.
The only control I have in my life is my perspective, brother, and so do you. And that is it in perpetuity. You have control of nothing else.
Yeah. Where are you getting this stuff from? All my insights generally come from AA in some way or another because I've been there for 17 years.
Okay.
Do you go to therapy? Like, do you read self-help books? How do you have your clarity of vision? All this, where does it come from?
All those things come from self-awareness of like, look, I was a psychology major.
There
right?
you go. That
and then I
helps.
apply all those learnings and teachings into a job itself, right? Because it's psychological to embody another human, right? It all comes from human behavior, right? And I output it in a physical way, not just talk about it, sit in a chair like we are now, and let me tell you about your problems or your dreams, or let me express them. No, I express them and I live in them from another perspective, another human, right? So I'm constantly doing it all the time. That already purges a lot of different feelings and stuff I have. But in a pragmatic way, like my father is a theologist, we would speak all the time in very, very psychological terms and emotional terms.
Yeah.
It's just how we communicate. It's how I communicate with most of my friends.
Right.
In a very deeply emotional, passionate place.
Yeah.
And maybe every once in a while I'll fart joke, but otherwise, it's
They're needed.
yeah, they're needed. You got to relieve the tension. You got to cut the tension. Maybe part of the confidence is that self-awareness. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? You're just an electron. You have to be the nucleus of what you're doing. You have to build a foundation on concrete.
Yeah.
So the house can be erected, right?
Yeah.
Those basic principles. So
Yeah.
all that and everything I do starts with that.
Oh my God, this might be my first rugged crush.
Yeah.
I think I got out ruggeded today. Jeremy, it's been awesome having you here. I hope everyone checks out Mayor of Kingstown. I'm definitely watching it. It's on Paramount. It streams on Paramount, right?
Yeah, Paramount Plus, November 14th. And they'll play the first 2 hour, so episode 1 and 2 together. And then it'll come out weekly after that. And there's 10 of them. And it's tremendous.
We're in. We'll give some feedback. Jeremy, so awesome to finally sit down with you and not over Instagram.
Yeah,
and
man.
good luck collecting fire engines. Really quick, do you go to these military fucking
Yeah, I've done those.
Yeah.
I got some military rigs.
you can get these fucking
Humvees and
even the
6x6s.
the heavy duty shit.
Oh,
the
I got 2 from the Air Force. Yeah. Those are the big 8x8s.
Yes, I have friends that are getting these things for like $6,000 with 150 miles. It went down to Guam. It never got driven, and now it's for free.
100%.
Oh my
100%.
God!
Yeah, it holds 4,000 gallons of water.
Yeah.
And it's an 8x8, and it's got turrets on it.
Oh,
Top and
baby.
middle, so you don't have to get out of the truck. You can just go plow wherever you want to go
And
put it out
blast.
and blast.
Fucking
Yeah.
Wow. I'll be texting you about makeup.
That's right.
And I'm gonna ask if you want to go in on a D9 bulldozer.
There you go.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
We are supported by HP. If you're a parent or you know one, like I do, or you can help take care of kids, you already know what August feels like. It's not summer anymore, it's the pregame. The supplies list, the forms, the "we need this printed by tomorrow" texts that come in at 9 p.m. And I say this as someone who's been on the receiving end of those texts in a former life. You're ready to help, and then the printer says no, out of ink, blinking at you, useless. It's such a small thing, but it will absolutely derail your night. So when I heard about the HP Smart Tank printer from HP, America's most trusted printer brand, I thought this is the kind of thing that actually makes life easier, not in a big flashy way, in a one less crisis way. Instead of those little cartridges that run out the second you need them, the HP Smart Tank uses refillable ink tanks, and it comes with up to 3 years of ink included. 3 years. That's 3 back-to-school seasons without the cartridge panic. HP can't fill out the forms for you, but they can make sure the printer is never the reason you're up past midnight. Search HP Smart Tank.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. We've talked before about Rob building our website on Squarespace, and I bring it up again because it's a perfect example of what they do well. Rob had all the pieces, the content, the vision, the ideas, but he needed something to actually take all that and make it public-facing, and Squarespace was that bridge. Maybe you're in the same spot. You've been developing something, a business, a skill set, a body of work, and it's been private. It's been yours, but at some point you're ready to put it out there, and that transition from private to public can feel like a huge leap. Squarespace makes it feel like a step. Beautiful templates, built-in SEO, email campaigns, scheduling, analytics, everything you need to go from I've been working on this to here it is, come find me. All in one place, no code, no stitching together a bunch of different tools. So if you've been sitting on something and waiting for the right moment, this might be it. Head to squarespace.com/DAX for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code DAX to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
We are supported by Arm & Hammer toothpaste. I feel like so many parts of our lives have gotten a little overcomplicated, including toothpaste. There's always some new ingredient, new promise, new thing you're supposed to suddenly care about. Arm & Hammer baking soda toothpaste keeps it simple. Powered by baking soda, a time-tested ingredient you already know and trust for a clean you can actually feel. It removes up to 3 times more plaque in hard-to-reach areas compared to a leading toothpaste, and it gently whitens. And if you hear baking soda and think, wait, is that gentle enough? Arm & Hammer is actually a less abrasive toothpaste, and it is designed to protect enamel. Myth busted. It's also the #1 dentist-recommended baking soda toothpaste. I am a broken record on Arm & Hammer toothpaste. I love it. I've been using it for years and years. My dad first introduced it to me, and I've never gone back. I've also gotten a lot of people on it, and once you go to Arm & Hammer, you won't regret it. My personal favorite is the Arm & Hammer Peroxicare toothpaste. It improves gum health while gently removing plaque and surface stains, but also just my mouth feels so clean after. They have so many. They have advanced white toothpaste, which is great. I also use that. Complete Care toothpaste. Everything is perfect. Try Arm & Hammer toothpaste to taste the difference. Feel the difference. Shop at your favorite retailer between August 2nd and August 15th to save $1.50. Arm & Hammer baking soda toothpaste. Save $1.50 August 2nd through 15th.
This episode is brought to you by ServiceNow. Look, I have my dream job. I get to talk to folks I admire like crazy and ask them virtually any question that I want to. I can't imagine a better way to spend my time. But even dream jobs have some not so dreamy parts, the stuff that gets in the way of the actual work. Now, that's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what you should do about your busy work. They actually do it, start to finish. Cases closed, requests handled, no extra work for you. So you and your team can focus on what matters most, which for me is, are they obsessed with male bodies on the same level as I am?
They never are.
To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com. And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman.
Welcome to the fact check. We have a very special fact check today. Last we checked in with you guys, Dax was going to his trip, and we thought maybe we could do a fact check from the beach, potentially in the water, high risk, high reward. But they have absolutely no service in Mexico, so very sorry. We will not be giving you a from the beach fact check, but we have something very special to offer you. Who's here?
Jessica.
Jessica is here. How are you, Jess?
I'm great. I'm excited. I'm super nervous about season 2.
I know. Yeah. So Jess is going to fill in for Dax for the fact check. We're still going to talk about Jeremy's facts, but also we obviously have a big project coming up.
Yes.
Season 2 of Monica and Jess. And what are you the most excited about? And then what are you the most scared of?
Of the unknown. I feel like season 1 was very organized and I knew this was going to happen and this one. And this one, I have no idea. There's applications. There's going to be Zoom dates. There's going to be real dates. You know, people could not like us.
Exactly.
We could not like them. It's real dating in real time. and it's bananas. And what I'm most excited about is just being open to actually going on real dates and being committed. This last year has been a little slippery slope for me. I think I went back a little bit, maybe what's the saying? 2 steps forward, 15 steps back, 3 steps left. No, I have been dating and I've been having sex. I've been doing both.
I think you've made a lot of progress.
Yes.
But you have had a lot of sex lately.
Well,
which is fine.
But then I also remember there's been like at least 3 guys that I've gone on 4 or 5 dates with.
Yes.
So I'm really good at multitasking.
You can hold 2 things at once.
Yeah. You know, the year off sex was really interesting. And then the last year, yeah, I think I'm in a good place. I feel the healthiest I've ever felt. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Work is going really well. And I look really good.
He looks really good, you guys. I mean, look, I think it's vulnerable and maybe helpful to people to know at the beginning of 2021, you were kind of put in a position to make some changes.
Yes. The circumstance of the decision isn't really important, I don't think. It was the way it made me feel was more important. So I just have a tendency to overindulge. And we've talked about this many times.
Yeah.
And with COVID happening and then my dad dying, and I just think the drinking and eating and just overall happiness was just at a 7th gear or a 6th gear. No consequences, no DUIs, no work issues, but just don't think I was in a happy place a year ago. And I had a shift.
You had just an inward shift. You were like, I want to be better or healthier, or I want to feel better. I mean, it's all part of this whole journey of us bettering ourselves,
right.
I think. And you really have. I think this last year has been like crazy.
And mostly because I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And it wasn't just food and booze. It was my outlook on my friendships and the admiration I have for different people and work too. Like being a waiter for many years, I didn't think that was something that like I was proud of. And I've shifted that as well. And I'm more proud of that.
You have self-esteem.
It's you guys and the people I look up to and admire making me listen, you know, and that was a hard time a year ago. And I felt I don't want to feel like this again. And there's only been 2 or 3 times in my life, I think getting cut from the Groundlings and then breaking up with Ben. That's his real name, Ben.
Are we outing him?
Yes, his real name is Ben, not Greg. And I go, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to never feel like this again. And it's just small things. It's not big, huge changes, but I can't believe now that I have a year to look back how good I feel.
Yeah, I feel like you've made such incredible changes, little ones, and not even ones that before I was like, Jess needs to change that.
Right.
Jess needs to do this. No, I wasn't thinking that at all. But now seeing you and seeing how happy you are and how confident you are right now and just self-assured, it's new. And I think it's awesome.
Thank you. I think you said a couple months ago, you're like, you're not going to finish that glass of wine? I'm like, I'm good. I'm full.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, brand new information. I just have to commend you because I think you've been really committed.
Diligent.
Diligent, exactly.
And not just food and booze. It's like, it's something different. I want to be a better person.
Yeah.
I want to be more likable. I want to be someone that people want to be around. And that was a different shift that there's no kind of book on there. It's not black or white.
No.
Each moment in my life, I don't know, I try to be more impressive. Not like to show off, but just to be the best person I can be. Is that right?
No, that's what, I mean, that is ultimately what we all should be doing. That's what the point of season 1, Monica and Jess is like, we have issues and we need to work on them and we got to be better.
Issues. I got them too. Oh, so flat.
And I can look at you when you sing. Although it got better during the Christmas special, Dax sang Elvis's Rudolph, I guess. And I could watch because he wasn't looking at me. He was looking at the lyrics. So
You watched the whole time.
I did. And I actually really enjoyed it.
Oh my God, so you've had progress too this year?
Yeah, that's what I'm here to say. I'm better too.
Yeah. Do you want to report anything?
I mean, I'm kind of sad to say that I don't think that. Like, I don't think I've been like bettering myself this year or pushing myself in ways that I should. And I hope to this upcoming year. Once Monica and Jess ended and COVID happened, I stopped. Totally
went back to
reverted back to my safe space.
And in your defense, COVID was a big part of that.
Yeah, it was. It was. And we have a friend who met her husband in COVID. Like it could,
Okay. I'm not, I shouldn't try to give you a
excuse.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to let myself either.
Great.
Like, I've not pushed myself. I felt like I had so much momentum after Monica and Jess season 1. And then it just deflated. Like I didn't really hold myself accountable. And so I'm really excited for season 2. I'm scared it's going to happen again. Like I'm going to just repeat the process of making it work.
Yeah.
Instead of a personal exploration.
But I think it's a muscle that you do repeatedly, just like the gym or anything like that. And then your life has dates in them.
Yeah.
They don't have dates in them now.
I know.
So let's just say we went on 15 dates in season 2. That is in your body that you could like, well, maybe I should do this.
Yeah.
It's just like you're drinking coffee now.
I mean, the armchairs know about that, but Jess has joined me on my coffee date at Thanksgiving, longest line.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am really excited to weirdly be uncomfortable again in that space. And I'm scared of it. I'm scared of being uncomfortable. It's all the same. Like I'm excited and scared of the same thing.
If we are looking at each other's applications, can we look at their pictures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So one of the rules is that we aren't looking at pictures first for the first round.
Just applications. Personality.
Exactly. Going on personality. And to be fair, that was mainly a rule for Jess to put in place.
What?
But I thought it was a really good idea to start like that. Like obviously, quickly we will see them and see pictures.
You also have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applications.
Yeah, and we haven't gone through any yet.
Right.
And like we sat on this for so long. I'm sure owning my own shit. I mean, we have had a crazy 2021 work-wise, but also it's scary. And
I
so
know.
it's easy to push. It's easy to prioritize other things in front of it. And so I'm not going to do that. But we haven't looked at the applications, but we're going to. Well, when are we going to?
We need to-
Tomorrow?
Yeah, this week.
This week.
And then are we going to have some friends weigh in?
Yep, we're going to do that for the first episode. You
Okay.
guys will hear some of our friends go through applications with us who know us well, who will be able to call us out.
Right.
We'll go through some of these with you guys and move forward. It's exciting. It's so scary.
Scary.
Scary. But anyway, I'm proud of you.
Love
And
you.
I love you. And I'm excited to do this again with you because it's just fun talking to you.
It's fun talking to you.
Should I go through some facts?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was Jeremy Renner. How do you feel about Jeremy Renner?
I met Jeremy Renner.
You have?
Yes, I think 15 years ago, we had a mutual. Wait, Jeremy Renner plays the piano and sings, right? Or
Plays
is-
the piano and sing?
Yes, I think
Sing the cartoon?
Jeremy Renner is Hawkeye, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, oh God, I hope I'm not wrong on this. Years and years and years ago, I met him through Allison Porter. She was Curly Sue, and then another friend named Clark Anderson, and they were all singers. And he
Oh.
got on the piano and played and sang at a party that I was at.
What?
And I've met him through karaoke and stuff like that. This was so long ago.
Oh my God, that did not come up on this interview.
That he can-
sings. Let me real-time fact check.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place.
Let's talk bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, but it does not have to be that way.
With SoFi high yield checking and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit.
No account or overdraft fees, which feels rare these days. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, perfect for getting ahead of a bill or grabbing what you need right when you need it.
Plus, get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/armchair. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank N.A. member FDIC. Terms apply.
Jeremy Renner sings?
I think he was also on The View and sang.
Wait, what? Wait. I don't know, Jess.
Oh my God.
Wait, actually, yeah. Hold on. Oh, this is him.
I hate to let you down. Mountains and ocean.
Yeah, he's playing the piano in this. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yes,
What
you're
a
right.
small world. Oh man, I still am 95% sure, but like 5% of me thinks it's another actor that looks like him, but I could have sworn.
It probably is. I mean, this is him by the piano.
But he was on The View and played on the
Okay,
on
should I
The
look?
View. He was on The View and played and sang a song called For Us.
Called My World.
My World was a Clark Anderson song who I knew who wrote that.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I really hate you for making me do this.
This is good. Only Barry Manilow does this here, you know.
I know. You know, we can't sing backup.
And David Foster.
All right, I really, I'm not a piano player, but this is a song I wrote a little while back. It's called My World. I'll play a little verse and a chorus.
Yeah, he did. He wrote that with Clark. He's right.
I hate you guys so much. Leaves are falling in the summertime,
I know the song.
and the days and nights.
He has a
feel
nice
the
voice.
same. I'm looking for the mask I hide behind. So then how'd you go and rain on this parade?
Oh my God, Jess, this is your favorite song. Wow. Okay, that was
All right.
good. That was a revelation. We did not talk about that at all on the show, but I'm not that surprised because he had all these hidden talents. He was a makeup artist, did tap. Like, he was very well
Renaissance-y. Renaissance-y.
Very Renaissance-y. Yeah, I liked him so much. He was a big surprise. I thought he was going to come in and be like super macho, and for lack of better words, like stereotypically like masculine, rugged. We talked about rugged in this episode. And he just wasn't. He was totally warm. He was really cool. Okay, let's see about my facts. Let me look at my computer.
I feel like there's phlegm in my throat when I'm talking.
You're fine. Do you want some water or anything?
No,
Wait.
I'm good.
You sound
I
fine.
just don't want it to be like that for season 2.
You won't. You'll be fine. It might be because of your COVID.
Yeah. Well, I had a headache for 3 days, but I realized it was because I took a cock bomb.
What's that?
Half Viagra, half Cialis. And it gave me a headache for 3 days. Was that on? Did you hear that?
It was. Okay, some fackies for Jeremy. So he said he thought 90% of almonds come from the Central Valley. And what I see is that 80% of the world's almonds come from California in general. So I can't be 90% just in the Central Valley.
Okay.
Okay?
0-1.
Also, this is kind of interesting. 10% of California's water is guzzled up by almonds.
Oh,
I think that's why some people are against almond milk.
right. I've tried to make it once in my Vitamix. It was a disaster, but
Almond
I
milk?
like that you can.
Oh, you tried to make it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it just takes a lot of water.
Oh, do you want to tell people about your air fryer? That's a new an update.
Well, my roommate had the air fryer for a while. I'm like, I'm not using that. Like, I like ovens. And then now I'm just absolutely obsessed.
Tell them what you did. Tell
Wait.
them what you did.
What do you mean what I did?
Tell them the big mistake you made.
Oh, eggs. Don't put eggs in the air fryer.
He cracked eggs.
No. I was like ground turkey, seasoning, vegetables, 3 eggs. And then so I mixed it all around, thought, oh, the eggs are going to be in there. And then it just splattered everywhere. You cannot put cracked eggs in there. But my ground turkey and my vegetables and my pancetta noodles and any leftovers. So any leftovers from family meal at my work, beefs, chickens, bell peppers.
Can you tell us about family meal?
So in the morning, we come on and work a lunch shift, but because the kitchen guys have been there since 8, they get a big meal at 10 and there's always leftovers for us. So it can be a fish soup.
It's never something on the menu.
No. It's
which I'm
homemade.
jealous.
Homemade, very like a fish soup a lot.
Okay.
A lot of black beans. No, the fish soup because there's a head in it sometimes. I'm like, oh, there's the corn. And then there's a full head of fish. But black beans a lot. And then they'll do an Asian stir fry. I don't know where that came from. Really great. And my new thing with my eating is that I make a really big meal in the morning and then it's all 3 meals.
Oh, I see. You portion it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay. The Pizza Guy Patrick Dempsey movie. Do you know what it's called? Not Can't Buy Me Love. He was a pizza boy in it. And then he was like kind of like selling his body, I guess.
Yeah, I remember that genre.
Yep.
But I don't remember the name.
Lover Boy.
Lover Boy.
It's called Lover Boy, 1989. I was a mere 2 years old.
89. I was 12.
44% on Rotten Tomatoes. How many Marvel movies are there?
Oh, man. 16.
You think 16. Okay. 27. 27.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of these how to watch all 27 Marvel movies in the correct order.
Oh.
That could be a fun 2020 resolution.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. And then Jeremy, he has all these fire trucks.
Real ones?
Yes. He's like repurposed. Some of them are being used still for firefighting, and some are for birthday parties.
No.
Yep.
Like he comes in and he's dressed like that and then he gives waffles?
No, I don't think he's dressed like that. No, he's like repurposed the whole thing. There's like, ice cream machine in there. And it's like a party bus, but for kids' birthday parties.
That's amazing.
Very exciting. But then we talked a lot about fires and he said he didn't know the percentage difference between fire causes, like human error versus lightning. So I wanted to look, percentage fires caused by human error. Caused by humans. You think you're the first one to ever Google something and then it just pops right up,
First.
Most wildfires are human caused, 88% on average from 2016 to 2020. Although the wildfires caused by lightning tend to be slightly larger and burn more, 55% of the average burn from 2016 to 2020 was ignited by lightning. Okay, that's interesting. So more of an impact with lightning, but more times with human error.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel great. Who is right, Dax, or are they all these?
Oh, no one made a claim on that, to be
it.
fair. He was just like, I don't know, so I have to look it up. That's my job. That's it for the facts.
Oh, but it was fun?
It was really
in person?
fun. It was in person. And he was awesome. And he says he's going to do my makeup someday, and I can't wait. Can't wait. Maybe for my first date for Monica and Jess.
Okay. And you're going to wear that dress too. That black dress to something.
Oh, I have a sexy new outfit.
Yeah, it's really
It's not
hot.
a dress, actually. It's pants, which Patty would probably not approve of. But it's pants, and then the top is long sleeve, turtleneck, see-through.
Hot.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not going to let anyone tell me it's not.
Yeah.
And I am going to wear it at one point during the process.
We're going to have a double date at some time.
Of course. That's that's in the mix. We have a base outline right now of what these episodes are going to be, but we'll also see, we're going to be organic about it.
Yeah, Organica.
Okay, you're on your way to work. You're going to Houston's. I'm probably going to come because I want tomato soup. Should we tell people the hack about tomato soup and grilled cheese?
Well, grilled cheese is a quiche item. So a quiche item means something that they can still make that's not on the menu. So you go, can I have a grilled cheese? And they have to say yes. And it's jack and cheddar and amazing bread and buttered. Kids can get 4 pieces, adults 6 pieces. And the creamy tomato soup is made with coconut milk and honey and cracked pepper. And I don't like saying bisque because bisque seems too creamy, but it's really nice. And she came in and sat in my section a couple weeks ago and just sat there by herself and ate a tomato soup and grilled cheese and watched me.
And I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes. I'm so excited. I love you. Thanks for joining me.
This was fun. And this is just get my voice ready. I haven't done this for a while.
Yeah, palate cleanser.
Yeah, palate cleanser.
For the big charade.
I'm really excited, guys. I love you.
Love you.